Here's a little update on the issues that I was having with the dual extruder. So I sent an email to Snapmaker just letting them know what I had seen, and they basically told me that the problem is with this part. They call it the buckle, and they're basically saying that it's not seating properly for that one. So their recommendation, even though I sent them a link to the video which showed my solution, what I thought might work, the little wedges, even though I showed that in the video, they sent me an STL for a wedge to put in there. That was their workaround, even though I clearly already had one in there. That wouldn't have fixed the problem that I was having where it would stop extruding. Obviously these clips are working because that's what they're kind of suggesting. The difference is this was my design right here, and I designed it that way on purpose. Let's focus guy. I did it that way on purpose. It's got that cutout right in the middle there, because there is something that rests on a spring that needs to still be able to move in there. The part that actually pushes or keeps tension on the gears, and then on the filament. So that still needs clearance. The one that they sent to me was this. While it's a little bit nicer as far as being able to pull it out, because you pull it out from the side instead of the way that I was doing it, where I was, I'm just pinching it from the side and pulling it out. But the problem is that there's number one, it's not thick enough, so it has to be redesigned so it can actually force it open. And number two, it's like it goes in there too far. You have to flip that upside down to put it in there. So I don't know. I printed it out just to see, and it wasn't thick enough to even make a difference at all. So I'm not even worrying about it. I just have mine. I'll put a link to the STL on Thingiverse if anybody needs it or wants it as a kind of a precaution. You can see I put two of them up there. The one in black I reprinted, made it a little bit shallower so that it doesn't interfere with the door whatsoever, but it works. I did end up figuring out what my issue was, though. So I've been printing everything at 210 for the eSun PLA Plus, but which is within their guidelines for printing. But I don't know if there's an issue with the right extruder itself, like the right hot end, maybe not registering the correct temperature or something. I don't know, but either way, the left one works perfectly fine. Works at 210, no problems whatsoever. I have all sorts of problems with the right one. I dropped it down to 200 for both of them, and that was when I got my first real accurate print. So you can see that it actually worked out pretty good. Just inlaying that. I have to reprint it again because the hole for it is not the right size. I have hole expansion from the other extruder and didn't even think about that, so I have to tweak that a little bit. Same reason why I stopped this one before it got finished, but you can see it was actually doing it very well. Come on, focus. There we go. So it was doing its thing. It would have finished just fine. I stopped it. So anyway, that's where it's at. I think it's ironic that I'm sure they looked at my video, and I don't know if they designed that block afterwards or if they already had it designed. But either way, I just think it's a little bit coincidental. So, all right, well, I'll put the link in the description.